let him finish. Go ahead and finish your comment, Westside.
Well, I think Mr. Storm, Mr. Storm, I thank you for allowing me to come on your platform. You're a respectful host, brother. I just can't talk to them. They're just too out of control for me. I wish them well, though. I'm off the mic. Thank you.
You out of control. Sir, you out of control. Listen, because you don't know me from Adam. You out of control. I've been living this for 10 years.
Joycelyn, here is the deal. When you have a mother.
No, fuck that.
And see, that's when you have a mother.
Just fuck that. You come out your R. Kelly Prejudice fan.
When you have a...
Hold on, Mr. Savage. Hold on, Mr. Savage. You don't let Westside finish. You gonna let him finish. Go ahead and finish your comment, Westside.
Well, I think Mr. Storm, Mr. Storm, I thank you for allowing me to come on your platform. You're a respectful host, brother. I just can't talk to them. They're just too out of control for me. I wish them well, though. I'm off the mic. Thank you.
You out of control. Sir, you out of control. Listen, because you don't know me from Adam. You out of control. I've been living this for 10 years.
Joycelyn, here is the deal. When you have a mother.
No, fuck that.
And see, that's when you have a mother.
Just fuck that. You come out your R. Kelly Prejudice fan.
When you have a...
Hold on, Mr. Savage. Hold on, Mr. Savage. You don't let Westside finish. You gonna let him finish. Go ahead and finish your comment, Westside.
Well, I think Mr. Storm, Mr. Storm, I thank you for allowing me to come on your platform. You're a respectful host, brother. I just can't talk to them. They're just too out of control for me. I wish them well, though. I'm off the mic. Thank you.
You out of control. Sir, you out of control. Listen, because you don't know me from Adam. You out of control. I've been living this for 10 years.
Joycelyn, here is the deal. When you have a mother.
No, fuck that.
And see, that's when you have a mother.
Just fuck that. You come out your R. Kelly Prejudice fan.
When you have a...
Hold on, Mr. Savage. Hold on, Mr. Savage. You don't let Westside finish. You gonna let him finish. Go ahead and finish your comment, Westside.
Well, I think Mr. Storm, I thank you for allowing me to come on your platform. You're a respectful host, brother. I just can't talk to them. They're just too out of control for me. I wish them well, though. I'm off the mic. Thank you.
You out of control. Sir, you out of control. Listen, because you don't know me from Adam. You out of control. I've been living this for 10 years.
Joycelyn, here is the deal. When you have a mother.
No, fuck that.
And see, that's when you have a mother.
Just fuck that. You come out your R. Kelly Prejudice fan.
When you have a...
Hold on, Mr. Savage. Hold on, Mr. Savage. You don't let Westside finish. You gonna let him finish. Go ahead and finish your comment, Westside.
Well, I think Mr. Storm, I thank you for allowing me to come on your platform. You're a respectful host, brother. I just can't talk to them. They're just too out of control for me. I wish them well, though. I'm off the mic. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning to you. Listen. Is my mic on? Is my mic on? Can I get a warrant? Because I've been messing with some stuff in here. Is the mic on? The mic okay? Can y'all hear? Harlem, is the mic on? I'm gonna check on my other phone, wherever it is. Mic check. Can I get a mic check? Good, because I've been messing with some stuff on the other stream, so I don't know. Oh, but y'all, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It was a snap for me. It was a snap. It was, you know, like that Caesar that do that dog. I was like, how many of y'all willing to bet that they argue and fight to probably damn near 6 in the morning? How many of y'all want to bet they was going at each other? YouTube has caused some chaos, probably in their marriage, probably. But boy, degree people usually act like this, okay? I am smack. I'm having candy for breakfast, y'all. Listen, candy and tea. I got a weird taste this morning, so I'm trying to knock that weird taste up at him. You know, people say DJ Head Pap stay smacking. Girl, smacking means it's good, but it was the snack for me. It's also the fact that a lot of people like to throw around their weight, you know, with the degree things, right? It gives them leverage of being a, you know, a better person than you are. You know, gives them that damn leverage, right? Me, I just sit back and laugh at it. I mean, waiting on these notifications to come through. All of them are Bonjean Law Group. Okay. Melissa, I get all of Melissas. I don't miss nothing Melissa be tweeting over there on Twitter, y'all. She be dead locked in on it. Her rebuttals be straight on it. Melissa ain't missing shit. She be on it. So her messages are coming through. And then I also get these messages off of Twitter, which I've tried to block, but I block one, another one will come back. And would y'all believe that it's some females talking about they want to talk to me. So I messaged one back and I said, talk about what? So I'm guessing that these are some, you know, gay girls or whatever, but I get them all day. You know, hey, can we talk the fuck about what? Because we definitely not going to talk about coochie and coochie. So what else we got to talk about? You know, so I just laugh at it and I'd be like, Lord, these goddamn people is riding my Twitter page, you know. So, but I'm, you know, flattered. Hey, looking good, looking young, staying good, you know, all that stuff, healthy and wise, whatever. But no, I just, you know, don't swing that way. So sorry. Yeah, sorry. Can I send you a DM on your Twitter? The fuck for what? The fuck for what? Now, I done blocked this girl. She just keep coming through. Somebody named Molly, M-O-L-L-I. Molly on Twitter. I do not have a liquor license. I never applied for one. I never, ever applied for one. There ain't nothing about the shiny titties and the ass out that does absolutely nothing for me. Nothing. The only thing that was gonna hurt you is coochie catch a cold and titties drop. That's the only damn thing you're gonna have to worry about. Coochie catch a cold. Nah, it ain't catfish. Catfish mad than a motherfucker at me right now. She had her spill back. You know, she had to spill some shit. You know, she been in hibernation down at the bottom of the ocean, eating all the motherfucking shit off the goddamn ocean. That's what she been doing over there. Y'all don't get no two shit fucks about that damn woman over there with her blood pressure fucking skyrocketed because of some shit that I said on my channel. What I call her, tuna fish? Get the fuck over it. I don't fuck with nobody. Who the fuck cares? You ran your whole fucking year fucking with somebody. Now you want to throw in a white towel. I don't get no fuck. Content is content. And there was something on that content that I make a choice about what I talk about. I don't get it where people feel like you can't mention anything about their content. That goes on around the whole universe of YouTube. So get the fuck over it. Talk about me. Like you call me, she called me bald head. What the fuck is that gonna do? I check my bank account based off of that bald head word, bitch, and it ain't touched a motherfucking thing. Nothing. See, that's when we'll have a problem. But we ain't got no problem. Now she comes out, okay, so I'll get it in the chat. But she comes out livid. She mad. And you said that you have the freaking psychology degree, but you're wearing boots at work, she says. Mad, you wearing boots to work. There's 2 advantages to that. And I'm gonna tell tuna fish, catfish, how that just went right over your head. One, psychology is a subject that you take with you universal. I use that at work. I'm using it right now on your motherfucking ass. I am. See, I get to have the right now to sit over here and use my expertise of what I had a degree in, other than where I'm about to go, to sit here and diagnose you as a crazy son of a motherfucker bitch. And now what? Lack of intelligence, well, that's understanding, so that will fall under intelligence. You're not lacking of stupidity, lack of motherfucking street knowledge too. You lack that shit. You lack of continuing your motherfucking Loyola degree from making $500 an hour. You chose to use it on YouTube, but me, see, I chose to continue my psychological, analytical aspect of what I can do in my life amongst other people that I deal with outside of my life on that job. I have people that comes and wants to talk about things. So I can analyze it and, help them with my opinions or, a few suggestions. I can do that shit. I'm sorry that whole psychological degree with me wearing boots that you captured from Drunken Larry and you say you authentic, but that came from him. Fuck is you using his shit for? What are you using his shit for to try to not even roast, because roasting is something that you'll never be able to fucking do on me, especially if I go to fucking 10 on your ass. But because I'm such a lady, I mentioned what I pulled out of catfish buffer mouth over there, right? As a narrative that I wanted to address. She took it as, bye-bye, honey, I'll see you. I'm gonna call you as soon as I get off. She took it as somebody's talking about her. The only thing that I said was tuna fish, bottom of the ocean and things like that. That's nothing for someone who is mature, don't want to be in the stuff, and I've been ignoring you, and these people is crazy. And smart people ignore shit like that. Let me stand crazy and be a lunatic and observe shit by myself. Let me do that. Don't join in, because now I have pushed your IQ down to where you don't want it to be. So stand your ground, girl. See, that's the psychological, analytical view that I just gave you. You don't have to rebuttal to my low-class, bald-headed ass, no good for nothing, wearing boots to work ass bitch. You don't have to respond to me. You don't have to let your blood pressure skyrocketed over Pat smear. Oh, I found Pat smear. Well, I be fucking rat's ass. I guess I'm Pat smear. And that's all that I did, was to address that part about the goddamn book I'm over there and the Levi man. That was it, not your dust ass. So don't feel fucking flattered because tuna fish came out my goddamn mouth. And see, I'm over here and I'm trying to change your things. Let me tell you what I done heard on YouTube. Your resume, YouTube is your resume. What you came out here to portray or produce or execute it out here on YouTube from the very start, that's who you really, that's who you are. I try not to curse. I had to hold that curse. That's who you are. See, Pat ain't changed shit about her. Pap been like this since day motherfucking one, since I pushed this damn button on here. Now, you want to talk celebrity bullshit over there as if your motherfucking life ain't fucked up. You ought not be watching that shit. Because that shit is a habit and can be adopted as a fucking learned behavior. You ought not be watching that shit. Get your ass out there and go wash your car or some shit and put some boots on while you're at it. Because them boots that I wore, that's what got, that's what did all of this right here. See, so I wore the boots. Mind you, that they wasn't Payless. I'm gonna throw that in your face. Bitch, them motherfuckers is $200 boots, okay? And they still standing. I checked the closet the other day. They ain't leaning or nothing at all. So those were a well-bought boot for me to take with my psychological ass up in a nice paying job. And make it do what it do. See, they didn't work me, I worked them. You understand that? You can calculate that, right? You can calculate that. You mad because I put the E or the I on a motherfucking enterprise. Well, use your motherfucking intelligence and just correct it. Because it obviously was a fingernail motherfucking mistake. Because you and I both know that I know how to spell what the fuck I want to spell, how I want to fucking talk it and walk it, and it's going to be what it is. Yes. And ain't a goddamn thing that you can do about it. I can put, you know, catfish, I could put 3 motherfucking E's on that enterprise. And do you know that the dumbest crumb motherfucker on the earth is going to exactly know what the fuck I'm talking about or what I meant to have spell. So you just one of those old wannabe smart dummy ass motherfuckers that likes to shit on people for no apparent fucking reason. Because last I checked, that motherfucking degrees and bullshit that you got ain't landed you nowhere but on motherfucking YouTube. Just like I'm sitting out here and everybody else. That whole expertise ass bullshit, I guess you let that go to waste, huh? You on there, that what I'm trying to get every dime that I can get. You trying, you trying. You trying, huh? You better get you some boots, bitch. Make them do what they do, because I ain't got to try no more to do shit. Nothing. My life is humble and calmed and relaxed. Only thing I gotta try to do right now is write this fucking wheel up to pass on what I used to try to get. That's the only motherfucking thing that I got to do. Understand that. So calm your ass down with all that motherfucking high blood pressure and I'm fit to attack a bitch and say this and do that. Nobody gives a fuck about that shit. Nobody. Now, go on while you was trying to show everybody how the text messages comes out and just transpired from hand to hand to hand. I got the bitches, they got the bitches, everybody got the goddamn bitches. So don't be flattered about your goddamn self. And yeah, what she say? Let me see what you say. Let me get this up. Let me get my email up. Everybody got shit. Everybody in every channel is going to have their presumption on what those texts are relating to. Who said what, when it was said, what date it was pressed, where R. Kelly was, where this girl was, is she talking to the mama, is she talking to the daddy, the uncle, the niece, or the nephew? Everybody is going to try to do it. And don't sit your glorified wannabe motherfucking ass over there as if you're going to be able to depict who's right and who's wrong on their motherfucking channel, because they're all are pre-motherfucking assumptions, bitch. And you're still a bitch. You ran your shit for a whole year, whole motherfucking year. I'm going to let it go when I'm good, goddamn ready. And can't nobody tell me when to lay it down. I lay shit down when I'm ready to lay it down. You ran your whole motherfucking narrative about Pap and her motherfucking life for a year. And I kept telling you, that ain't what it is. You don't know what's going on behind this closed door. No, you don't know. but you just wanted to make it all back become your commentary, didn't you? I'll shut the fuck up about you when I'm ready to shut the fuck up about you. And you can come a little closer because I'm gonna whisper this to you. I ain't ready to shut the fuck up talking about you. I just come in spells. I come sporadically. You never know. Yeah, you never know. Bottom of the motherfucking barrel, tuna fish ass a bitch, period. Because you shouldn't have never ran that shit. You should have never ran it. If you wanted to show, you ain't have to come all over here and steal some shit. You could have came out from the very beginning. The very beginning. The celebrity shit been out as long as your stank pussy been stanky. You could have been doing your show on that. You made that choice. You did. To be messy. Start shit about Pat. Aren't you your man? I kept telling you that you didn't. Now you ain't got a man. Allegedly. You over there just stroking the monkey all along. Still walking down the hall, tapping on that door. Now you got 2 cars. Now you got 2. Now you got 2. You still got to catch me, bitch, because I got 3. How about that? You still got to catch me. Hunty, you damn right. Hunty, you still got to catch up. Like you the only motherfucker out here doing the damn thing. Go on over there and talk about those people who can't get your ass back. Yeah, stay your ass in the safe zone. You motherfucking right. That way you better stay. Stay right in the safe zone, because you know them celebrities ain't about to respond to not a motherfucking thing you say. Everybody chooses that lane when it's time. And I understand that. You want to sit there now and talk about what some other fucking females doing when reality, that's part of your motherfucking life too. Fucked up. Your life is fucked up with a nigga, fucked up with money, fucked up with your cars, fucked up with your chat. Need I go on? It's fucked up. And I said that. Now what? Now you get your half dead ass, half fish stinking ass back on your live and come on back. Because then I'll have some more commentary because I'm fucking feeling like it right now. How about that? Now, what y'all think about Joycelyn Savage? Do you think that that was necessary, or did the guy that come on who introduced himself as having his criminal law degree as well, do you think that she got offended by that and felt like she wanted to put some type of challenge or something on? What do you guys think triggered her? What do y'all think triggered her? Something, it triggered her. Was it the questioning about her parental skills with her daughter? What is it? I'm almost, I don't know why, but I felt the spirit that, you know, and well, I just felt something. I don't know if it was a spirit or whatever, but Joycelyn might have been, Joy might have been in that room under a different, you know, under a profile. You think that it was a disgrace, huh? She was high. You know what? I got to turn this heat off. I got cold. You know, he called her down, you know. I think that maybe, you know, he should have postponed the show for a minute, say, hey, let me go talk to her, you know, alarm her of the crowd that was, well, she said that she was watching it from upstairs. I believe she said that, but you got to be prepared for it because text messages dropped out here, right? So right now you have predominantly a lot of people that is saying, you know, to investigate these parents now, because this may be some good disclosure, some good evidence that can favor now for Mr. Kelly, right? And so I think that, I don't know, I think that the chat just wasn't balanced out quite enough for her to come on the live. you know, I think like, oh Lord, maybe she should hold off on this because everybody right now, emotions is crawling. They're bursting out of them, you know, they're bursting out. Hello to everybody in the chat. So hello to you guys. But so I don't know. I don't think that I would have stepped into the lion's den on that because a lot of people, we're gonna get to that one too, perspective. A lot of people minds are definitely made up that there apparently was a pre-set up situation already advancing in on Robert Kelly anyways, all the way from the beginning. So these text messages, the date on them is the 15th, 2015. Let me see if let me get it up. Hold on, let me get it up. I guess, okay, there we go. I get so many freaking messages, y'all. It's crazy, right? So the text messages, yeah, apparently shows that this kind of started somewhere 2015. Let me tell you guys what my synopsis was behind this after reading them. I'm halfway done with them to myself first because I want to read them to myself and then come live and just read them to the chat. And I know that they've been read and broken down into pieces and posted on quite a few content creators channel. I understand that, but of course, y'all know I got to have my fun with this too, right? So I will be Sunday, Saturday, I will not be here. Moms need my help. So Sunday, I will be live and I'm just going to read this all the way straight through. I don't have no part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, because I ain't got that type of time. I ain't got that type of time at all. So what's going on, Atlanta? Welcome to the chat. Anybody else that is just coming into the chat that has not been here, thank you for showing up for One Papoose talk show this morning. Y'all know they'll tell y'all run my mouth. So if you are new here and coming over to check it out, I appreciate you. But don't forget to share some like on that button over here. 2 things before I have to go, because I do have to go, and y'all know that. Listen, gotta make it do what it do. Them boots and shit got to go. But yeah. It's already, you know, it's just heated up out here. It was heated up. So I don't think that I would have not stepped into the lion's den at that moment, right? So the text messages starts around 2015. I just want to say this. Hey, Rated. Yo, I see you guys, right? But prior to that, I guess to make the story more understandable of how Mr. Kelly or these Clary people got to know each other, you know, that's kind of where I would like to start it at. Like the story that we got from Joycelyn was that an assistant of Kelly or something showed up or whatever, and it was in a boutique or something like that. And then it kind of took off, you know, from here, there, everywhere, right? It took off. But if we go back, and I hate to say it, but I got to say it because it's part of the story. You know, Bookham has a knowledge or information about something and somebody everywhere. How? Don't ask me. But my guess is that it's because of his association with quite a few people. You understand? Thank you, Nothing. Nothing says she's new here. Thank you, Nothing. If you ain't new, get your butt out of my chat. I'm going to kick her butt, y'all. Every time. She get me every time because I'm glancing at this damn screen and not reading the name right. I'm put on timeout, y'all. Hey, love. What's going on, love? So I swear you crazy. You is crazy. I'm gonna get you, dog. So somewhere with the way Bookham explains it, right, from 2013, right? So he goes and he puts his chat on hold so he can go make a phone call to get some validation about the timing of this with Angelo and Alice. right? It was crazy, right? Because I swear he made a phone call, y'all. I ain't lying. That boy ain't went and looked nothing up. And if he did, how he get it? How he get it? I'm gonna get you nothing. I'm gonna get you. If he did, how he got that information and holding on to it. So I'm like, oh, he done went and called probably Angelo to find out the exact date prior to 2015 about some information about Angelo and Alice, right? So he comes back and he states that when it came to with Alice, as if Alice was the one that prior to Azriel, kind of knew Mr. Kelly very well. And tying that together, you would hear in some of it, in a part of this text messages that Alice was saying that she was quite interested in a industry person and not her then and now, I guess, husband, Angelo Claire. So you tie those two together, right? And I was like, oh, this is just my opinion, okay? It's my opinion, and that's it, and that's all. So maybe it was, she wanted her some chaos first. When I kind of seemed like something didn't work out right, didn't pan out right, because if she wanted chaos, then she didn't know really how to get them, because she's trying to juggle around her husband as well. So in my opinion, chaos could have been, the golden ticket for Alice, and then Alice could have made preparations on actually dumping Angelo, because she makes it seem as if Angelo was just not her type. She went to do all of this, fixing it up and losing the weight and stuff like that, but it does state that she was interested, in an industry person, so you try to tie those together, but then things didn't pan out too well. So now it's my daughter is of age, that's what I get at. My daughter is of age. So let me, now use my daughter. My daughter knows how to sing well and whatever. So, and that gained her, access to Mr. Kelly by using her daughter with the vocals and the music and stuff. Let's do it that way. It's a hot ass mess. It really is. But I have to put this part in it as well, you guys, because somewhere these people have been knowing or know of, Mr. Kelly from the time that the story came out with them showing up with an assistant showing up at a boutique just out of random, I guess, and them introducing Azriel, to the scene, right? It's crazy because they have similar stories. They kind of have similar stories. The Savages them says as well that, they have a boutique, but then Clary them also has a story about a concert and an assistant came and met that way. So it's, I'm just trying to think of the odds. Like, what are the odds of something like that happening to these two families, right? These two families, and then being the chosen ones to have this effect of this, this, what appears to be this takedown of R. Kelly. You know what I mean? Like, you've had the other story out there about R. Kelly. What was the young lady's name? And she had got the number or something. It was a birthday, and then they went to the restaurant. Who was that? It's too many girls. So you have that, but you didn't have their parents coming out with a story to take R. Kelly down on nothing like that. So why just these two set of parents, which raises an eyebrow of, curiosity of an agenda behind this one here. There's another problem that I had with the whole scenery of this shit, right? Visually, this shit, right? And that's the fact that a lot of people are saying that Mr. Kelly may have been aware of certain situations about these parents, but yet then he continues on to have an association with Azriel, whether if it was for her music or just for communication wise, right? This shit is weird, y'all, right? I asked myself 1,000 times, and a lot of you people have also said 1,000 times, like he took her home, he sent her back, you know. So then there was a big debate going on out here about, you know, her coming back to R. Kelly, but he took her back. When I hear that, and you kind of align these dates together, to me, it seems that R. Kelly definitely had became aware of something, but he just did not pinpoint it fast enough to say, you got to get the fuck away from me. You understand what I'm saying? And things just went on and on and on to find out that they're on TV, they're on the Gayle show, they're on their Azriel on her IG, they're following and going to court hearings for Mr. Kelly. So the world perception now is, wow, they together. That's her man, and that, you know, that's her man, and he's her girl, and vice versa. That's how I was perceiving this shit. So it was like, well, shit, ain't no need to keep making no big ass fuss about this shit, because they have been claimed each other. They're living with him. Now we get to the center of all of this, right? To learn that Mr. Kelly had some emails that infuriated Azriel and caused her to flip. But I think us as the audience now are understanding that Azriel had been flipped or tripped due to her mother in her ear and behind her and engaging her and enticing and pushing her and coercing her to do certain things to R. Kelly before, you know, he even realized that this was his choice of a girl. So if that is the case, they played it damn well, yeah. They played it, or she played it, Azriel, played a damn good, poisonous, fucked up game against this man, because she as well put him in his feelings to gain this likeness to her, you know, and for that, that's the wrong thing to do to anybody, you know. So I can put that safely out there that she will reap what she sowed, because no matter what people are looking at as far as Mr. Kelly's age and her age, you just don't do no shit like that to anybody. You don't play with a person's emotion and then you turn around and the world is watching as she flaunt, you know, down the street with the purse and driving his cars and online to myself, that's my boo, and going to court and all of this stuff to turn around to have something like this to happen to you. So I could feel, in a sense, Mr. Kelly's pain, because when you think that you're dealing with someone that is mature enough to handle a situation and for it to turn out like this, it makes you second guess now. Absolutely. It makes you guess, where it makes you not pass up the chance when you meet people. You need more than one ID. You're gonna need the whole goddamn thing. You need the birth certificate and you need everything. However, the text says that she was 17. One state she's 17, the other state she's another age, and the other state she's this age. So a whole bunch of confusion. I have always said that the court proceedings should have ran way longer than this YSL. What's his name? How is his trial is still, what is it? 6 months now, 7 months going into his trial. And Mr. Kelly's trial was limited and rushed. You know, it was limited and rushed. A lot of stuff was not able to get through to the court. I think about if I was Canick, and of course, Canick was new on the scene. I'm sorry. I think that I would have had to have taken a hit if it comes to that to find me in contempt, because there was no way as an attorney, with me not having sufficient amount of disclosures and everything that I needed to run this case. I'd have put my motion in for the time, the amount that I needed to run it. I believe that the judge pushed, you know, a lot of these attorneys, okay, Karib, into being, you know, well, not a lot of them, you know, maybe him, ineffective counselors for Mr. Kelly. Once you put that paperwork in, and hey, no, we have to. And I think that there should have been a better fight with a lot of stuff not getting through to the court, you know, these sidebars, or we don't think this important, or we don't need, or the parents are not going to be brought up in there, to come to find out that this here text documents has been sitting cold case somewhere else. It's documented, 233 A 19 CR 286 AMD. It's documented, but it could not be used because the judge felt that it's not the parents that was on trial. So why are we using this? However, the daughter was on trial. So I think that it was definitely necessary to understand the daughter's background. They didn't get enough of the background. They didn't talk enough about the daughter's background in trial. Had that been opened up enough, then evidence like this would definitely surface, so that it can be used to prove X, you know, X, Y, and Z. So yeah, what's going on, Sassy Red? A lot of people on the Storm Monroe channel believes that he still, you know, should be in there because of his age, and they felt that Mr. Kelly should have known better. He should have been wise enough to know, you know, that, okay, well, she's young, but at 18, there ain't too many men in this world. Once you reach and show them that you're the age of 18, and they become of a liking to you, that they walk away from a situation. They say that the beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. And after that, you check and make sure that this is something legally that I can do. I truly believe that Mr. Kelly took that step to make sure, because he had been through this in 2008. I hear a lot of people still talking about Aaliyah. And if you allow the story of Aaliyah to mold your brain to convict R. Kelly into 30 years, I think that with you not listening to what the mother wishes were and what Aaliyah said prior to her death, I think that you're like a waste of space. Like you're not using what you should be using to analyze and respect a lot of things. This is what you all want. You want this on behalf of not acknowledging Aaliyah's statement that she made. She said that there was nothing that's going on. You all choose to believe marriage certificate, I guess, that they presented in the courtroom, but the marriage certificate had so many discrepancies about it. You should be wary about that. Something isn't right. There's not, when it comes to a marriage certificate, it just never should be an argument about it because it's either right or wrong. There's hundreds of people that knows exactly what a marriage certificate is. You listen to Demetrius' story about the whole situation. It was fluky, fucky, all of the above. So, and that's that. I'm going to get into reading these because I want to have my share at reading them. However, it happened. Mr. Kelly is where he is. And now I say this every time before I leave, it's up to his attorney, Bunjing, to break it down and clear things up and vindicate Mr. Kelly or proceed with a brand new trial that lasts longer than the time that they put on this trial. So let's get back because I only have a few more minutes to Storm Road chat. And the Levi guy, of course, jumped up on the chat with some shit that I felt that you couldn't even get the price of tea in China had they sold that shit by the cases over there and dropped it off by FedEx over here. So I'm like, well, okay. He shouts out Timothy Savage now quite a bit. He did on two or three platforms, I guess, by now. And he felt that what Tim Savage has done has made him allegedly this outstanding character on YouTube. It takes a man to do something like that, right? Mind you that when it comes to the text messages, if you go back and you listen to Bookham clearly stated that Levi knew all about text messages as well, along with the drunken Larry and the everybody else. Hey Louisa, like he'd been knowing about this, but he withheld that information as a allegedly cousin of R. Kelly. Somewhere Levi thought that wasn't important to share because had he brought that out, that may have interrupted his intellectual dialogue panel that they were choosing to have. So he had to keep staying inside the basketball court over there to keep juicing up more information, but he just withheld it, right? So with the salute going on to Timothy Savage, and Timothy Savage is referencing his daughter. This is what the part of the subject was with them and how bad he just wants to know for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, is his daughter okay? And of course, sometimes little fingers get to walking and my mouth get to talking, right? So I'm in the chat over there going, well, wait, hold up. How is it that a man salutes another man, job well done, brother, but yet then sitting in the space of the man, you allegedly talks to R. Kelly, he's showing Timothy Savage how concerned he is about them as parents, right? This is what it just annoyed the fuck out of me. I have to be serious. He's passionate, and these people don't understand and what they're doing. Is Timothy Savage can be some help with getting R. Kelly, a bonus for R. Kelly, getting him out, yada, 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 yada. No, Jennifer Bunjing is the goddamn bonus around here, period, point blank. Nobody else. Ain't nothing that Tim can do or nobody else that Jennifer Bunjing is not qualified to do. Let's just leave it up to her. Now, that was up to him if he wanted to just continue to kiss that man's ass, because basically that's what he was definitely fucking doing. Perking, it is what it is, because they like to stay humble. And I'm a humble person. I'm a very humble person, but sometimes when you got a problem, I got a motherfucking problem, like something right here. But he blames it on the people. Once again, you guys took the fucking hit for the behavior that cousin Levi does not condone. And he feels that you guys are going to run Tim off when technically Jennifer Bunjing don't need Tim at this point. If this stuff is accurate and Jennifer Bonjean chooses to use this, I'm pretty damn sure she's smart enough to be strategic than a motherfucker at using it. That's just how my opinion gonna roll, period, point blank. And y'all can't have it because it's mad. But he's mad at y'all because the way that you guys carried on in the chat towards these parents. He feels that they did not deserve the ridicule that you guys were putting in the chat. Now, my conclusion with that is I'm sitting up here like, well, okay, but you talk to Tim. You're so damn passionate about the way they want to see their daughter and make sure that their daughter is okay. And I remember Levi stating this, and I'll tell you in 1 second. He says that I'm over here saying that, well, go tell Kelly, hey man, Timothy is doing what's right now. He may be getting you released up out of there. Go ahead on and send Joy back home. Go do that. So you're so passionate to the people, get off your ass, go on to Chicago, get your visitations with R. Kelly, and tell Kelly that you got Tim right where you want him, and just let me have Joy. Let's see how that shit work out. Let's see how that shit out. Because the word on the curb, Joy is by herself. That's the word on the curb. That's the word on the curb. Doing her damn life. Here's another thing. I don't know why Levi did not suggest that they show up somewhere around visitation day. I'm pretty sure that that girl is visiting her man. That's the second thing that Levi could have paraded on Savage. Here's a third thing. Well, let me try to get her on the phone. Let me check into this. Keep that shit between them. Or Bonjean, pick up the phone. Express to Bonjean that you guys just want to know how your daughter is. She's not speaking to us. I have not heard from her in years. Bonjean will probably politely, as she stated on one of her Twitter posts, Joy is fine. She stated that. It's on her Twitter post. You go over there and find it. She mentioned something about that girl. Did they not see that? Does that not bring them some comfort to hear it from a well-known appellate freaking attorney? That would have brought me some comfort. How about y'all? Put a 1 in the chat if you have heard an attorney that of that level who runs an appellate procedures, right? Who has helped free Bill Cosby. She put on her, Joy is fine. Put a 1 in the chat as a parent if you would have been comfortable with that, just so that it will slow down your publicity stunts of making the same allegations year after year after year after year. Because I would have been comfortable. That would have brought me some comfort. Now, I get it that they probably don't want to hear it from Kelly, but you're reading this stuff coming from an attorney. It has to be okay. At some point, to me, it just has to be okay, especially at the age that she is, let her live it. And eventually there may be a 360 and she just may feel like, well, now I want to talk to my parents. However, this is a wound that they cut open. This is they cut this open. They interrogated her and did all kind of stuff on the YouTube for the world to see. Not only has he repeated how many times that he felt was accurate or the right thing to do about a child having herpes, so I don't think that she's staying away, in my opinion, if you want to put yourself in her shoes, because I don't like my parents. I think that that's a part of it, but I think that it's more of being hurt and embarrassed, because this is now the perception that her parents gave the world to recognize her as. That's the girl with the herpes. That's the girl with the herpes. And that was just literally, the wrong thing to do. He hasn't said that he was sorry about it, and he definitely will not stop mentioning to the world about what his allegations is. Not only that, he broke it down all the way, violating her goddamn HIPAA law about her going to the physician and coming out and telling him. Now, had I've been in that position, I'm sorry. I'm going to sue my parents, period. This is what we not going to do. I would sue the hell out of them with that HIPAA law. I'm sorry. They was going to get that work. They going to get them papers. Oh, yeah, because you embarrass me. I'm going to come back now and embarrass y'all, because I'm going to take everything that y'all have for soliciting information like that. The doctors don't even tell no shit like that to the public. So I don't know, and it is what it is, but I felt that since, Levi wanted to be in that position with Savage, and he's a good man and everything, then go make it right. Go make it right then. Be that man. Go on down there, go wait, call Kelly, because you say you talk to him 3-4 times a day. But then he comes back with his excuse about, well, I can't tell him what to do with that man's life. But Levi also, in my opinion, feels that Kelly should be right where he is, purportedly. Just, not all as much attack, but he does incline in some of his narration that, I can see what y'all saying a little bit over here, but at the same time, I don't think that, he should have this amount of time against him, because I've never heard Levi say, no, he's not. No, he's right where he be. I never hear him say, no, he's not. I never hear him say it. No, he's not. He doesn't want to have that debate. Anyways, who did I miss to this morning? Because I got to go. I had something else, and I don't know why. Hold on. I don't know why. It's just stop that. Let's do. I think it's on this screen. So. It's crazy. So I don't know, does Joycelyn have the rights to have an outrage like that? I'm going to say yes, because she is the parent, and we never know how we're going to react when we're talking about our child. When we done delivered and things like that, we don't know how we're going to react. And the guy that came on just triggered her, and you can imagine a person, whether they on pills or blunts or alcohol or whatever, there's always going to be a reaction. Just never know how we're going to react to certain things. So, but I thought they was going to argue about the whole degree thing, because she's degreed up and he's degreed up, and he addressed it back very intelligently. It's like, I'm sorry, I didn't, that they were going to act this way, and blah, blah, blah. I don't know what's going on.
Let them finish. Go ahead and finish your comment, Westside.
Well, I think
okay, that's that. Oh, I don't even know what that is. Hold on a minute. I'll mute that. Let's see why my screen not coming up. Maybe it'll come up now. I had the text up all this time and it still wasn't showing on the screen, but I have them all, every last one, quite interesting. And it is, you literally have to think outside the box on these texts. It will leave you guessing on who's talking to who, or what phone is what phone, and when actually did these texts come through. They do have several minutes apart or milliseconds together. So I don't know. So let me reach out Texas for a second, because I got about the same people drowning. Mr. Kelly is the first ones to buy tickets for his shows. Facts. That's facts. Willie D doing the content on Alice. Did y'all see that darn guy, Nino Brown? I was like, wow, he came dressed for the occasion. Did y'all see that? Tim has a lot of patience. Yeah, I guess he does. And you know what though, Red Bonnie, sometimes that's a learned thing to do as well, because without those type of patience, you will start saying things that you never calculated in your head. So he's slow to speak and quick to listen, which is a very good technique on dealing with the public like this. You literally have to be slow to speak and quick to listen, because if you're quick to speak, you will slip some stuff out that just should have not been said. And of course, you know, as people that we are, we'll take that shit and run with it. Oh yeah, we'll run with that shit, girl. So I don't know. It's crazy, right? You said you was like, girl, shut up. Read the text right. Girl, let me read the text left to right. Hold on, because I don't even know why it's not coming up on the screen. I do not know why. Wait a minute. Let me see if that'll do it. Hold on. I'm going to read it left to right. So was I wrong, though, Claudine? And here's the thing, though, Claudine. Now, Bookham tells everybody that you're reading this shit wrong. It is not left to right. That's what he said. He said that you have to read it right to left. So I'm going to read some shit right to left, starting with Sandra's. Hers would say, if I read it right to left, pass the in people in overtime instructions. Was it religious foretook people which were living young, called documents several and written been, has it life of order, natural, the end, believe I. Did that make any motherfucking sense? Does it make sense? But that's what he says. That is exactly what he says. And I'm glad freedom of speech is here, because I saw a posting, and I do want to touch on that. I definitely want to touch on that. Let me read her other one. The body, her, with, does. Girl, a what judge can that law know is there? Consent as considered, it's about due, can nobody, nothing, theirs. Agreement, parents, her, love, I, consent to has lady, young, a, whenever. That's what he said. He said that you guys are all fucked up because you read shit from left to right. You supposed to be reading shit to make it make sense from right to left. And I'm trying to ask, nigga, is you trying to redesign Spanish for Black folks, or the fuck for what? I'm sitting over here, like, if I read this, let me read some of this over here. Shower, finna, am I up get? School has y'all are where, really? Okay, 6:45, by here be. Ah, and okay, laughing my ass off. Busy, get to time. No, what now? Wanted you. What did you? Did y'all understand what the fuck I was just reading? Did you understand? This is proof that her mother gave her consent, whether people like it or not. R. Kelly did not commit any crime against this girl. Why is he in jail? Batman did not break a law. That sounds like the English goddamn terminology or wording effect that we understand. Now, let's read it right to left. Law a break, not did Batman. Jail in he is why. Girl, this is against crime any commit, not did Kelly R. I was over here. Okay, Booker, I'm going to take your advice on this shit. I'm going to try to read this shit right to left. When I get ready to go in today and do my grievance, because I have to do a grievance today, right? I have a fucking removal that I'm working on, right? I'm going to tell my opponent I'm gonna write my shit up, right? Read that left to right so that I can just win my case and the guy don't have to do a damn removal. Read left to right, right to left, motherfucker, right to left. I was told that now we read shit right to left. You say you finna walk backwards to your car. So let me mention this so that I could get up out of here. And it was about the freedom of speech post that I seen. Let me say this. A lot of stuff that I say is not to be on an attack situation, right? I brought to life over on my channel the last time that I was on about where were the parents, okay? I specifically said that there were close to 100 people down there when Debunking brought where were the parents to life. Okay, I specifically said that. I think in the post it came back, and my head kind of dropped a little bit. It really did, because I was like, wow, really. It wasn't intended for it to be a shot fired back, right? So in that post, a video got put up about one of the protests that went on down there. And I know 100% factual that where were the parents were recited by close to 100 people down there, because I got the phone call asking him to not recite that. And I'm not going to say where the phone call came from. And my rebuttal back to that phone call was, he's already on the roll. We can't stop that. Just let him go ahead on the roll with that chant. And I know for sure that those words came out of my mouth, as well as a whole, about close to 100 more people mouth down. And so I didn't say that for it to be a battle about what protest it came from, whether if it was a walk for Kales or any of that. The thing of it is that the protest happened. The protest had people that were down there that followed behind that slogan created by Debunking Gun, where were the parents? So I'm like, okay, I'm not offended by it. I think that I was saddened by that post, because I was like, well, don't take the people out. Don't do that, because he did have the people behind him saying that. And nobody took that slogan. Nobody will ever be able to take that slogan away from him. But don't push it as if, and that's what our problems was that, oh no, it wasn't at this protest, or it was at this one, or it was at that one. It was the people that also helped, brought it to life. You know how loud it was down there? It was extreme. You could hear it echoing off of the tower, off of the tall buildings. That's how loud it was. Chanting it from the Art Institute all the way over to the correctional facility. It was. So he has his accolades for that. And he has the forefront that nobody can take that away from him at all. So I guess I would say that, like, I was like displeased with that post, because if we're gonna keep singling out, who did it or what better, we had all those protesters together. We did. And the slogan that was created by Debunking Gun is very much so appreciated, more so now than it was then, because the text messages and all this other shit that these people been knowing has now come to what he's been saying, and it's validated. So it's there. It's there. So I don't know, but I was like, wow, but his slogan is there. and it's going to forever be stained in the brain of a lot of people, and nobody can take that away. No single blogger or content creator, nobody is going to be able to have that. And the crazy thing about it is because I'm going to always be on my channel to fucking validate it on that. He did it. But everybody, took the whole pie and want to chop it in pieces now about, them doing the I and the I and the I. And I'm going to always stand on the fact that with the amount of protesters that was ran down there, every single body had an opportunity to come and show up and show out. We could have smothered those streets. We could have made the narrative behind that slogan grow enormous, that these people who was doing all of the snake stuff would have been brought to light a long fucking time ago, before he even went to trial, before his trials even started. We would have brought the justice to the fucking people, had everybody who got a lot of this now, right, would have been there to help us emancipate that fucking slogan. But now everybody wants to do it, and have some type of throne feeling, this or that. Me, by now, how long I've been out here, a lot of people should clearly understand at the end of the day, I'm going to say what the fuck I want to say as well. And there's nothing that nobody can say or do about it. I'm never coming on the screen to do the type of harm that I have seen numerous amount of people do out here. That ain't in my caliber. That ain't in my heart. Now, I talk my shit. I laugh my ass off at some shit, but all that other impeachment motherfucking bullshit they was doing out here, that ain't in my motherfucking level. I lose all motherfucking respect and integrity to my damn self, and I'm not about to do that. I don't owe nobody nothing. I owe it to me, of who I am, and that's what makes me me. Yeah, it is. So shout out to Debunking for it. And as bad as I be wanting to say, for a lot of people, like a little too late, you should have jumped on the bandwagon. You should have stood behind him or us and everybody. You should have came. But I get it. It's never too late to really find that the ending to the unjust for Mr. Kelly. And I understand that. But boy, had y'all joined the motherfucking chain ride that was kicking off downtown Chicago, it'd have been literally fucking lit. No, everybody had their mind on developing a terrorist, or I want to fight, I want to look you up, I want to talk about your mama, I want to do this, and I want to do that, to have the greatest fucking show. Now, I heard, let me rebuttal to about this whole thing that I said yesterday, and I say it again. Just because I talk about it and I mention it on my show, you may feel as if I'm exposing some things about a particular person that you like or you respect or you this or you that. See, and that's that handicapness of us when you join groups. You understand what I'm saying? I don't have a group. I'm not tied to the hip. I don't own no motherfucker shit. Not a goddamn thing. So I don't care who channel it comes from. I'm also over here in this chaos sector. I have who, what, when, where, and why. All the way back from, when did I start my show, ladies? Long time ago. That ain't never fucking gonna change. That ain't gonna change. I got a goddamn problem. I stay weary all the motherfucking time. So I saw what I thought I saw, which was a clipping of a document or whatever coming from a book. And the book was talked about. And it was about, I guess, Azriel getting ready to release some information. And I was like, oh, so I was started for, how you get that? I'm still, how you get that? Who you talk to? That you get something from what I would have considered like an op to this person. You understand what I'm saying? Like, how you get this? Like, you team chaos. Why would somebody from Azriel team or whatever give out, release this when it's not in the stores yet, is it? I don't know. Is it in the stores? I didn't know that. Just because I talk about it, that doesn't mean that I'm coming at a person. It's just clarity. It's just asking for a little clarity. And if it ain't none of my motherfucking business, then say it ain't my motherfucking business. Because when it's something about me, I'm gonna say, yeah, ain't none of your motherfucking business. I don't have no problem saying that. Ain't my business. But however, don't let it slip out. Because I'm gonna catch that shit. I'm gonna catch it. Or somebody go send it, then, and that's all it was. So I heard that, I guess Sylvia ran a show and she brought some clarity to it. And I got a few comments about it. I do recall it being read in the transcript about when Kenneth was asking Azriel on the still, are you preparing to develop a book out here or whatever, and so on and so forth. And I get that. I totally understand it. That's not what my point was. That was not what my fucking question was. My question clearly was, how in the fuck did she get a copy from out of that goddamn book? And who did she get it from? That's all I asked. Because I know if you on this side of the team and I'm over here, I'm gonna make sure damn well you ain't getting the shit. That's just my frame of thinking. You understand what I'm saying? But because I had questions about it, does not mean that I don't like a person or I'm attacking a person or I'm exposing a person. Closed mouths, finish the end of this. Closed mouths, what? Let me see how many people can put the end into that. Put that up. Closed mouths, what? Closed mouths, what? I'll wait. I'll wait. Closed mouths, what? A closed mouth. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. Don't get fed on the motherfucking boulevard. You damn right. You damn right. You're going to be blind by everything. And everybody can just say whatever they want to say. No, that's ain't that type of motherfucking party over here. Everybody is choosing to advocate for Mr. Kelly or support Mr. Kelly. If it don't make sense, I gotta ask. And I was just curious. I was curious. That was it. And that was all. None of my business. And it obviously isn't. And that's fine. I have to accept the answers that I got back, which I kind of feel a little bit of a deflection going on, but that's the answer that I got back. Kenneth read in his in the courtroom with Azriel that were you getting ready to produce, and develop a book or whatever. So, okay, that's the answer. It still don't answer my motherfucking question. But I'll accept that and move the fuck on. That was it. That's all. But don't mean that I don't like people or I'm coming at somebody. But closed mouths don't get fed on the boulevard. I'm sorry. It keeps your mind closed. And I'm a little nosy. I want to know all of it. The who, the what, the when, the where, and the whys. You know why? Because a conclusion is going to make sense to you. It's like eating cornbread with your greens and you ball it up in a ball. Y'all know how they did back then? They make that ball. It made more sense to them for the flavor to eat it that way than it does with the fork, a little bit of green and a little bit of cornbread. It tastes a little bit different. But you can even out that taste once you make that ball with that cornbread like the Americans do and eat some sausages. Thank you, my love. And fuck some sausages up. That's all. That's all I was asking. And the reason why, and I'm going to always stay on that. Thank you, Sweet Stay. I'm going to always be a little bit weary about everybody that speaks because of the unity facade that all of them came out here together from the very beginning. So it's gonna always be there. But I'm not totally judging like, oh, you wrong, oh, you fucked up, or you this. That's not what I'm doing. But it's gonna always be back here because visually, there's a lot of us that just can't get it out of our mind on the group that was already developed at stage one. And I get the whole break off thing and this or that, right? I totally get that stuff, but that's just how I feel about it. Now, you know, I understand that Alive went on and it had some, I guess, information, and hey, Angel, information in it due to something about DJ Tyson knowing or whatever with the Azriel, and then Shaborn was on the show. I couldn't catch it. I'm at a track meet. I told him, watch it. I'm at the track meet yesterday, so I kind of missed it. So I was like, oh, well, I'll get up this morning and kind of, you know, listen to it or whatever. Well, unfortunately, I can't listen to it. The live is locked down and you must become a member. Now, I'm going to give you my drastic motherfucking opinion on shit like that, right? Because I don't see the big bloggers doing it. The Storm Monroe, he don't have his shit locked down to make you become a member to watch the show. First of all, it's cool because those are views that won't be captured. Two, it makes me weary about how much was true or not true coming from the live. You understand what I'm saying? Three, I feel this is my feelings and I'm entitled to have my fucking feelings, right? I feel that when it comes to Mr. Kelly and people are supporting him because of this sensitive time, and then the sensitiveness that we came from step one, right? From that global aspect of it, right? This ain't no time to be hiding shit. This ain't no time to be hiding shit for money. And that's how I feel about it. And I'm entitled to have that fucking feeling. For money, we gonna shut down the truth. We gonna stop expanding. We gonna stop showing that we can come together and pin all of these fucking blueprints and shit together to kind of have some type of, you know, knowledge of who's who, what's what, when, what. I don't get down with that shit. I don't roll with that shit. I mean, the president might as well go on and shut his shit down and have everybody do fucking membership to know what the fuck is going on with the fucking world. That's how I felt about that shit. But it is what it is. Totally acceptable, entitled to it. You just have to make the choice whether if you, you know, need that video that damn serious. Me, I don't need it that fucking serious. I can move on now to the next fucking topic because it's private now and you have to become a member to get to watch the information that was said. I don't roll that way. Anything that I got or I can share and it's pertaining and it has anything about R. Kelly in it, oh, that shit is free. That shit free like a motherfucker. I don't even charge nobody. What? So I'm like this with people. If I'm at home and this is my daughter and she runs some shit like that, then all of a sudden 2-3 years later, oh, you want something? You remember what? Because I'm a you remember ass bitch of that part. Oh yeah, nah, members on it. Sometimes you got to be careful with what you do because it can come back and you might not like that second life of it. That's all I'm saying. But all rights is respected because she had the right to do so. It's her fucking channel. Now you have the right to do what you do. But that's how I looked at it. I was like, damn, you finna give up all your fucking views for the money? Watch Storm Monroe motherfucking views over there. Because he ain't locking that shit down. Because he wants that message out there. He brought R. Kelly situation onto his live. Now let's let the world judge and you know, make their decision or express their opinions about it. So I don't know. Look at Shannon's social security number. You're so ignorant. So, but it is what it is. So I can't give you guys an update or anything about that live. I'm pretty sure it was screenshot, because anybody that go screenshot that shit, especially if I heard that Shaborn was on the live and some things came out about that damn Booker boy, I gotta wait for his motherfucking live and get my popcorn, because I'm sure he's gonna have a goddamn rebuttal. Yeah, send Shannon to the corner because he's silly. He's gonna have a rebuttal, about that shit. He sure is. That shit, but I know he about to come with it, because that's what I heard. I don't know if it's true because I ain't seen the lie. That the old book of name brought up in that shit about being some butterball ass bullshit too. I don't know, but I heard that DJ name came out in the live or something with some affiliate, which I don't know why that would have been so bad. What's going on? 312. Champelle, Ruthie, hey Tammy. I don't know how that would have been so bad because are received as being negative, because Sylvia had affiliation with Azriel as well. So that balanced that scale out, right? So hopefully it wasn't nothing negative, not at all. Not at all. So I don't know. I didn't miss much. A bunch of screaming and people speaking. Oh, yeah. So I missed that. Anyways, you guys, hey, don't forget to like, don't forget to share the channel, please. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. I thank all of the newcomers from coming out of the bushes to allow me to share my stories with you guys, with many more to come. I'm diversified over here, so you never know what Papoose is going to be dropping on her channel. I'm very likely to schedule anything because I'm time consumed, caught up right now. My daughter's an athlete, so I'm caught up in that trap right now. We're doing that right now. I've taken time out to run late for my day for you people because I wanted to get the word out. So I also ran late for me, but I'm a little late. I got a meeting coming up here in time and yada, yada, yada. So yeah. But we watched it. I'm gonna actually go back and rewatch the Storm Live because those comments up in there, y'all was off the chain up in those comments, boy. I was like, woo, cha. Woo, cha. Y'all told the comments up over there. I was glad they slowed it down because it was going really, really, really fast. So, and again, bye new you. Shout out to Debunking for the slogan. Had everybody just, came with the same sound, one beat, one band, this would have been exploded. And Bookham says that Levi been know about them goddamn text messages over there. Let me tell you what's holding them back, in my opinion. Again, and my disclaimer, I will not be held in contempt of any information that I be putting out here on my live because it is all my opinions under the Fair Act usage, whatever, that 107, all that fucking bullshit, right? So if you think illegal and police-wise, if you put yourself in those shoes, right, you can pretty much come up with the conclusion of this, right? We've heard a whole lot about different individuals talking back behind the scenes, having their private this and this and this or that, right? Bookham seems to be the one now who is the outcast of the group until Angelo come back from Osama bin Laden on the desert and worshiping and shit, right? He'll be back because he's gonna have something to put allegedly in Tim Savage ass here. This gonna be literally lit next week. So charge your phones up and get your popcorn and all that shit. So you say, so does that mean he knew about those texts too? Listen, Bookham dropped that dime over there, girl. I was like, Levi, you knew about them goddamn texts. I was say, what? Oh yeah. So he's subliminal calling out. He's calling out. He calling cousin Levi out because he's mad. You know, Levi left him behind, and you know, no child should be left behind. So, you know, in that episode, but let's think about this. Bookham can play everything that he wants to play as far as a recording, all he wants, and they're going to let him. If you think above the surface levels on this, if he has something, they're pretty much going to have some recordings too, because all of them are weary of each other. All of them are treading very lightly with each other. But the thing is, they, if they do have it, can't drop all of their shit because it will incriminate them too. It will incriminate them. So I guess they're like, let him take himself down. That's what they're gonna do. Let him take himself down. Yeah. Because if they get to talking, it'll be all of them. So it's like, no, let him go by himself. Yeah, let him go by himself. Hold on. All right, I'm back. I'm back. Y'all heard Teddy? That's the mascot. What kind? Listen, leave my dog alone, Shannon. I'm gonna sick him on you. I'm gonna sick him on you. So silly. You're so silly. They're not the only ones that knew about the book. People just didn't care enough to do the research when she said it on the witness stand about the book. And that's what I got out of that, Sandra. So that's why I was like, it's acceptable. You know, now that, you know, Sylvia did go back and refresh everybody's memory that it was addressed by Kennick on the stand. Totally acceptable now. Acceptable. So, and shout out to Sylvia for having her resources and being connected to certain people to have that information. Shout out to her. You know, like I said, this ain't never no hate thing. I just have some questions that to bring clarity to my understanding. That's all. That's it, and that's all. I think that we can be, you know, cordial with people because we have to expect, you expect the questions to come, you know. I expect for questions to come, and I have the right to say, well, I can answer them or I'm not gonna answer them. I am still trying to get the goddamn this Texas look like I'm sitting here for a little bit longer too, y'all. I got yeah, something just happened. So yeah, it's in the transcript, and Sylvia went right to it and posted it in the transcript. Perspective. Sometimes you feel like that, you shouldn't. You like you would be overstepping your boundary, right? But I'm that person. I got a question, girl. I don't know, you know. I'm like that everywhere, you know. Who? When? Wait, how? Get the fuck, you know. It's just, I don't know. I think that is just a smart thing to do so that, you know, you can make a more sound judgment, you know. So But yeah, shout out to her. Definitely, shout out to her. It's just she has her particular ways of how she wants to put things out and things like that. So, and it is what it is. I'm like, damn. And I get it. It's the strategy of YouTube as well. Okay, where in the heck? I can actually get started reading some of this, but I'm waiting for it to come up and it just won't come up. I have it up, but it won't share. I'm sure if I could copy it to my Word doc. I don't know. This must have been a very, very sensitive text because this shit hard to share and copy, y'all. This shit is hard. Like, oh my Lord. Oh, but I'm gonna see if I can get it to come up in Word doc. Every time I ask, she's screaming at me in the chat. I don't give a I'm with you. Scream at me, perspective, and fuss at me, but I still got a question when you get done. Shit, scream at me. It ain't no difference for asking, your daughter, hey, you put deodorant on today? You took a bath? Oh, who is that? Who's that man in that car? Well, when y'all meet? Oh, how y'all do? That's just the way it is. That's just the way it freaking is. Who is it? Where'd you get that from? Oh, okay. But resources, right? And they always say, just do your research, just do your research, just do your research. I ain't got time. I'll pull a lot of stuff. I've done and pulled a lot of my work, but when the fights got pretty hefty out here, or hectic, I was like, oh, okay. Ooh, people are not listening to the Kelly stuff no more. We want the fights to jump off, including me. Let me give y'all an example, right? Atmos Love, he came out of retirement, okay? He only retired for 12 hours after his birthday, probably got money, got laid, went to dinner, ate shit, fucked and farted. He was back, okay? So he was back and he has the same people up on his, on the panel, and they're going through their discussions of the situation, And so the day that he did, I think he did a church day. Atmos did church day. And I stayed maybe about 5 or 10 minutes. I wanted to hear what book he was doing, yada, 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 right? I'm all for church. I have to tell you that. It will grab my attention faster than, this. I got to go hear what the Lord is saying and who done said it and why they done said it in the books, right? But I peep in on chat and Atmos chat. I'm all dressed up. What's going on? Lady G, your name was brought up too on that storm. Ooh, Tim Savage don't like you, Lady G. You don't like your ass. But I peeped in on Atmos and I'm like, now when Atmos does the text, the juicy shit, y'all, his chat fit, he got the normal crowd, 100 and some people, up to 200. Here we come talking about praising the Lord. Shit, it's about 6 to 12 motherfuckers in there. They don't want to hear about no damn Isaiah and Matthews and Genesis and Revelations and all. They don't hear that. So I'm sitting here going, you know what? That really shows you the level of your support. You know what I mean? Like you could get the support with the drama and the juicy stuff. Why can't I get this darn text to come up? Just so weird. Open in docs. Hell, So that leads me to believe how many people actually holds the Bible. Like it's only 3% out here. That's pretty low. That's pretty low. These people ain't getting up for church. And you know what's crazy? They'll donate. We donate to the BS. You ain't donating to the house of the Lord. House of the Lord. The church running a little short on some funds around here. That's why they all closed down. Ain't no mess in the church. they're gonna have to bring some drama in the church. I kid y'all not, boy. I said, boy, Poe Abbott got 200 people on Saturday and 12 on a Sunday. And soon he said, amen. They was gone. Amen. Yeah. Let me see Lady G. Let me talk to Lady G. He don't like you. I'm just letting you know off the bat because he still thinks that you have something. I cannot get this. Why will it not show, y'all? This is crazy. He said you still hovering Joy over there. I don't know why. You need to go and let Joy go. Let her go. Oh my God. Y'all do, Lady G. Y'all need to have a one-on-one. Y'all need to have a one-on-one. So let us know who channel is going to be on and when it's going to drop. You need to invite him so y'all can have a one-on-one, and you need to show him the camera around your house, all in the basement and in the attic, that would show that Joy is not at your house. That's the only way you going to prove it, Lady G. Lady Earth, when I tell you that them people don't go to church, shit, they ain't going to church. They be waking up talking about some shit. As we was on your chat for about 2.5 hours, you gonna have church by yourself. Ain't no rising shining for them. No. You said they don't get fed nothing. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Closed mouths don't get fed, baby. That's all I'm saying. You know, that's what I'm saying. Closed mouths don't get fed. When you have some who, what, when, where, and whys, I get it that people may take it offensive or be offended, you know, or feel like that it may lead to exposure, you know, lead to some exposure. I don't know. What's going on, Lady Sunshine? You say confirm in the Chicago trial. Was it not confirmed that the prosecution could not authenticate? That's what I heard. Marriage in or New York. It was said that the marriage wasn't real. However, though, lady, the prosecution chose to set that as precedent of the narrative. If they can bring this out and the world has already been subjected to that narrative of them being married, the world is already brainwashed. So what better strategic tactic to use to gain the world who's already poised by something of the past, to get them to think that this can still be happening as Kelly's pattern. You know what I'm saying? Because part of it says that what is the RICO? It has to be shown as a pattern behavior. Yeah, that's what it says. So they felt, in my opinion, if we can use this old subject from the people already being poisoned by it, if we inject this continuously out here, you're going to continue to think this about Mr. Kelly here now in the future of his life, in the future. So you say, Tim ain't got to like you. You have a life besides, you have a grown lady with men. Is he done? He don't like you. He always got you and him story when he talks. And then Lady G, and she had that camera out, and she was pointing this, and she was pointing that. I'm just gonna hold off on the text messages because I gotta look over here to read them, and most of y'all have heard a lot of it. I'm going to do them over here though. On Sunday, I'm going straight through all the fucking pages, and I'm not gonna stop. So, but you know what? I'm gonna drop the link too. So as I have time right now, something came up and I got something to do. So I still have a little time. Oh, wait a minute. We don't want that. Tim not telling the world his daughter has an order. Ooh, cha. Ooh, cha. You know, they can find that order of protection. Somebody gonna find it and put it up. He ain't gonna like that. You know what I said though earlier though, Lady G? I said that because of them speaking on her health alleged situation, right? Which is part of her having her rights to the HIPAA law, right? Parents or not, just like how Gary Coleman sued his mom and his family. These people out here. So I'm sorry, I have to sue them. I'll have to bring them in to put them into a position where you're going to respect me now. You're going to stop speaking on me because you are allowing your feelings. There is something wrong with my screen. I think it's my screen, y'all, that's not allowing me to share my screen because it's froze. On the screen that, let me look at something that you guys are looking at. It's just an empty chair, isn't it? That's just what I would do. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. Shout out for supporting the channel, sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Shout out to you. Yeah. What he ain't gonna tell something that's gonna go against his narrative. That's not gonna happen. You say it's coming. Ooh, child. But we love these episodes, honey. We loving these episodes. Oh, you do? Okay, because I got one screen where the chair is empty, like it's literally froze. And I bet you that has something to do with me not being able to share my screen, which is weird. But I'll have it ready for Sunday. Wait a minute, it was showing on the live. Was the text messages up on the live? Because I just saw it. Did y'all see the text message on the live? I just seen it. I clicked on my other phone and I saw it up. Why y'all didn't tell me? I can't see it. This camera be snapping some crazy shots of you. I'd be like, damn, did I do that? It waits till you make a crazy facial expression and then it'll snap. I can tell when my camera snaps. It has a white light on it. Why y'all didn't tell me that they were up? Because I'm not seeing them. Well, I mean, we can get started if y'all want to. We got to read it back. We got to read it right to left, though. we got to read it right to left to make it make sense, according to Book. That's crazy. I didn't even, because I'm looking at it, I'm like, where in the hell is the text messages? Okay, let me try this again. Wow, that's crazy. I hit the link. I mean, I put the link up. So if you want to come on and you want to talk about how you felt about Joycelyn's reaction on Storm, that's fine. If you want to give your opinion on Levi's reaction to Timothy Savage on that live, that's fine to do. So that's because those were my two of my interests, of speaking. The other ladies that did come up that made the call in to speak to Timothy Savage, just shout out to the other guy that called in to speak about his degree and things like that. It's weird, but you say right to left, right to left. Have you ever read like right to left? I never thought about reading right to left, but he says that's what they taught us. He said that they taught us to read left to right wrong all of these years. We've been doing it fucked up. I was like, what? Now I'm very, very curious on how, if it's, you know, his family is reading right to left. Can you imagine that? Funty, call you, what is this? Girl. Shout out, Ray. Shout out to you. She said, Pat be dropping it like it's hot because it's a parent's hell. They have consequences to pay as well. So make your bed. I agree with it. I agree with it. I was just a little bit stricken by the fact of this text messages started here somewhere from what has been gathered at 2015. They could have been a lot further back. This shit could have been going on for quite some time before the ones right here has been produced to the public, right? So what you say, Ruthie? You don't read right to left? Well, Bookham says that we need to read right to left to make it sound right, or to make it make sense. What's going on, Shakira? What's going on? All my mods in the house. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. You say, will you be in that Freaknik? Not since I left the last Freaknik up there with, yeah, Jodeci and them, girl. I'm sworn to oath that I would never have nothing. That's a life experience for me that I will never forget, but I don't think that I would ever want to relive it. Yeah. Whatever you do, Lady Earth, never do Freaknik with a drink called a blue motherfucker. Okay? Stay away from that. That blue motherfuckers and Freaknik do not go together. You don't want to put those two together. So, and sometimes, you know how they say you can make a bad out of a good situation. Yeah, you just lay low on that order. In that order, no blue motherfuckers, no Freaknik. Woo, baby. I'm so glad I grown up. Back in the days when I was younger, well, I was a kid anymore. Some days I kind of wish I was be a kid again. Sometimes I don't. Baby, Freaknik. You like that, Chappelle? You like blue motherfuckers? Blue motherfuckers is more dangerous than the Snoop Dogg. Girl, you heard some are suing to stop it. Oh, wow, that would be interesting. So that would be interesting. But how do you stop something if they, you know, they're gonna, most likely they drop it on Amazon, right? Drunken Larry gonna be dropping his. He's right now suited and booted to do some damn filming. He going from criminality to a star spangled banner. He gonna be in the movies. And the only story that he has to talk about is a duplicate of what he named it, some about some damn trapped in the closet. Now, how senseless is that? You gonna steal another man's fucking title and start your filming and shit and call it trapped in the closet. He ain't gonna put all of his stuff. You're gonna have to get his, I'm telling you, it was the Freaknik, girl, the Freaknik. I left that drink right over there at the Freaknik. Never no more. That's how I'll never in my life have a goddamn blue motherfucker. Never. I know some things exist. You know what, 312, that's that drink where you ain't even know how you could, do a split. You would actually learn how to do a split if you drink those. I don't care at what age. Drink a blue motherfucker, maybe two of them, around about 65 years old. Boy, your ass gonna be doing splits every motherfucking way. Woo, I ain't know I could do that. Hold up. Oh shit, what the fuck? Girl, you talking about some back bends your ass ain't did? What in the fuck? It must be the drink. So when Jamie Foxx brought out blame it on the alcohol, blame that shit on the alcohol. That shit is crazy. But I have a lot of control under Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg is right there for me. Blue motherfuckers was way up here. What the fuck? Mixture of some of everything. Pap, she could call in. I have the phone. Oh, she could call in. But Lady G, you listen. You can call in, but you ain't no hiding over here, because Tim gonna get you. Tim gonna get your butt. My phone is on. It's on 608-239-0765. I think that's the number. Yeah. I keep the same number. I just keep one number for the number that I have. You know, if I don't answer that phone, which I hardly don't, that's because it's for the show only. There's certain people that if I have the phone on me, I will answer it, but 90% of the day, I don't usually have this phone on me. It's down in my purse somewhere ringing. No, so a lot of people will send messages through this phone, and if I don't get right back to you, I don't have the phone on me. Then a minute I'll pick it up, be like, oh my God, you know, this is one that I want to address. Ray's coming on. Oh, it's gonna get hot up here. Oh, Tim gonna get y'all, Ray. Ray and Lady G. He coming for y'all. She'll be back. It dropped off. She'll be back. You say stop putting your beer. Oh, she's talking about Shannon. So you say you just had one a few weeks ago. You was just on JoJo Live talking about it. 312. You go right ahead. You much more stronger than me. Now I usually don't consider myself a wankster, scared, but I'm scared of that drink. I don't care what you say. I'm scared of that drink. I might, you know, I'm trying to make it home. I might make a U-turn that I don't need to be making. You know, no. What's going on? What's going on? We'll wait for Ray Johnson to connect to the audio. Can you hear me? How are you today, fine sir?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Nice segment you having.
Oh, well, thank you. My vibe, I come on and vibe with my girls. I got another call too. Let's take this call first, Ray, okay? So you can chime in on the call. You can respond to.
Okay.
All right.
I'm new to this.
All right. Hey. Can you hear me? We can hear you. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You hear me?
Yep, I hear you good.
All right, you got me on the live?
You're on the live. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all hear the caller.
They hear me?
Yeah, they hear you. We know your laugh just as worse as mine.
That's right. It's all good though. But this is Lady G, everybody. Tim Savage, this is for you. I want a one-on-one with you right now. It's gonna be. I'm not going on the Old Coast Live. I'm going on my own platform live with my people. I want a live one-on-one with you. There's on a bunch of lives on me, and it's about that time. It's gonna be a respectful live with you and your wife if she wanna come on. But if it get out of hand, I'm gonna get out of hand. Trust the process. That's all I gotta say. I want this to get to Tim Savage from Glenda, Lady G.
Okay, we'll wait for that eventful live. I'm pretty sure
I want it, and it's gonna. And I've got my backup with me too.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna accept your invite on that, cause.
Yes, I want it. I want it. I want to know why he lied. He lied so much. If a person can lie on me, they can lie on anybody else. Yeah. It's real out here. This is real. This is people real lives he played with. And he played with the wrong one right here. Dead ass.
Okay, well, we're gonna be waiting for it. Everybody got to send that invite out. So that's gonna be interesting because you know he's still.
Yes, it's gonna very interested live because I do want it one-on-one with him. I want to know what was his purpose of going on Lifetime lying on me. That ass. He really lied on me.
Well,
Like really lied on me.
well, yeah, he thinks that you played a part with dealing with Joy.
Let me tell you something. If his daughter wanted if he had any common sense, and anybody on the platform, Joy got an order of protection on him. His own other daughter told me, Joycelyn told me. So what the fuck? They got an order of protection on them. All three of them. If he wanted his daughter, why couldn't he go to Chicago and get his daughter? Why? She goes see her man. Why he gonna portray that I have his daughter at my house? Come on. All this was for clout. You think I ain't coming for you, Tim Savage? You fuck with the wrong bitch. The wrong one. I got you. Trust the process.
Well, I got word that she's doing okay and doing her thing as a woman.
I'm saying. Yeah. How do they think I got Joy up here in New York with me? Make it make sense. You think I'm a whole old lady hostage? Are you stupid? I got my own family to worry about. This nigga, he don't know what he done.
Yeah, I just found like, wow, he's brought Lady G name back up on the Storm
but
show.
why he keep coming at me? Why does he keep saying my name, perpetrating my name, coming for me for?
But then, you know, his defense is that someone told him. Someone has told me.
Okay, someone told him a bunch of lies. A bunch of lies. He needs to do his research before he come out to people. Dead ass. Yeah. He do. He really do. Straight up. But I want a one-on-one with you, Mr. Savage. And I'm going to be very respectful to you.
Okay, well, we're going to wait for you to send out the invite.
I'm going to show my face, but I ain't going to show my surroundings where I'm at.
you got to show the dungeon, girl. You got to show the dungeon. Where's the dungeon? I can't show my house. Because if I show my place, I have all kind of people out here where I live in. Yeah, that's fine.
So I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? But I want a one-on-one, grown folks conversation. He holding everybody for his own accountability. He got to hold his own self for all these wrongs that happen in his life. He can't come and pinpoint everything on everybody else. His daughter is not my responsibility at all. What she doing, she's grown. I have no control over that girl. And she's not in New York City with me.
Well, that's one thing, though, perspective. In my opinion, he thinks that he is not that vulnerable to be sued. He feels that he has the law in his back pocket and only his back pocket. I don't know where they do that stuff at because the law just does not apply to one person to benefit just one person.
Well, I don't like the idea that he got my name all involved in this R.
Yeah, well, yeah. I can probably have an idea.
You know what it is? They want to try to pinpoint stuff on people instead of pinpointing things on themselves. See, they got to look at themselves before they come trying to look at somebody else. They are the fault of their own daughter. Like, I don't have nothing to do with that. He got to think about what he done to his daughter in her life, growing up or whatever he have done to her. But she do have an order of protection on Tim, the mother, and the daughter. That's why Tim ain't went to got his daughter, everyone. Pitch back. Tim know what the deal is. Come on, make it make sense. Tim, yeah, make it make sense. You got an order of protection. She doesn't have order of protection on you. And Tim, listen, if Tim wanted his daughter so bad, why Tim didn't go to Chicago when she go visit Robert?
That I asked that question. I'm pretty sure she has visitation, right?
Why he can't answer that question?
I've also saw Bonjean post in a Twitter that Joy is good.
That's what I'm saying. If Bonjean knew Joy was with me, it would have been said, but Joy is not with me. You know, people get on the net and they portray want to talk about people and all this stuff. Come on, y'all ain't doing nothing but looking bad because y'all only making me look better. That's it. All of y'all. I got all y'all fucking videos with my name in it. It's over. I'm coming strong. I'm strong. And I'm gonna have my backup team with me when I do a live. I ain't coming alone. I'm coming alone.
Well,
here's
here's
platform to talk to no Tim Savage. I don't want no interviews with no one. It's only going to be on one platform, and that's it after that. I'm not giving no exclusive. Nobody.
Here's the big major thing for me, though, Lady G, right? He's been on several channels asking about her well-being, right? I don't understand why this is not addressed to the authorities now. Are the authorities not interested in helping them find comfort or some kind of self-relief to, hey, confirm that my daughter is fine? The police can do that. Why won't they go to the police for this?
That's what I'm saying. He's gonna tell my calendar. Yo, you don't know what I went through.
Okay, well, we gonna wait for your invite and then on your time and to drop your show.
Yeah, it's gonna be on my time and my backup.
Okay.
Okay. I want a one-on-one with Tim Savage. If y'all go back and look at all Tim Savage interviews that he had with people, y'all gonna catch a lot of lies in them episodes. That's all I gotta say.
We will wait. We will wait. Hey, let me get on here and talk to Ray, see what's on his mind and what he wants to share with the crowd. All right.
Tim Savage, I want one-on-one.
Okay, we gonna be waiting. I'm gonna put the invite out on my and hashtag it to him. See if he takes it up on your offer.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, Ray.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, what's going on? Tell us what you're thinking, how you're feeling about all of this Kelly new material. What are you thinking?
Well, one of them I don't know.
Let me rephrase that. This Azriel and Clary's new material, new to us.
Okay. But number one, thank you for inviting me on your platform.
Absolutely.
I get bits and pieces because I stay pretty busy over here, and I just kind of like get a lot of the replays. But that gives everybody opinion and thoughts on things. But I'm one that shit don't add up. Hey, just using common sense about it. And for one thing, as those sayings say, a person don't want to be found, they not going to be found. You know what I'm saying?
You got that right.
But I give kudos, and for as a parent wants to know if their child is okay and things, every parent, should be, how would I put it? Concerned of their children. I don't care if they from 1 to 90. But when you done stirred up the pot, when you make rice, you don't just start eating the rice. You have to let it simmer. You have to let it sit before you put that spoon in there. You got to let it mold. So my thing is, he started something when he said what he said about her condition, and it's not even factual about the H. I'm just say like for the H. It's not factual. She had that. And another thing too is that R. Kelly have three kids. Now, out of all the other women, hell, it ain't no record that they've been pregnant or no information about anybody going to abortion clinic. Now, you correct me if I'm wrong or your opinion. Now, with a high profile case like this of R. Kelly, don't you know, and you have seen people come out of the closet, they come from up on the rocks just to be in the spotlight. Now, they saying that Leah was pregnant.
Yep.
Now, don't you think? Okay, well, they had to go. If she was pregnant, got abortion, she had to go somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, out of all these people want to get on the bandwagon and be in the spotlight, clout for money, don't you think whoever, if it was true they went to an abortion clinic, don't you think somebody would have popped out? Yeah, he was here. They did this here. No.
I do.
You understand what I'm saying? I know I speak slow, but I want to make it clear.
Let me interject. And you know one reason I agree with that, and that I can speak on it this way. We're talking about high profile people. Everybody loves money, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what the person bringing that out to sell as a storyline? And if it was true, let's take me for an example. And I'm sitting here and I can call up, you know, so and so and so and so, and I know that I was there to watch a particular, you know, abortion or whatever act, and somebody's going to offer me 100,000 or something for that. Do you know how fast people jump on something like that? Yeah, I got that story. I worked there, but nobody. Yeah.
My point.
Mm-hmm.
See, but a lot of people don't use common sense because they don't have common sense. It's just like Kim Fox brought out that soliciting, what I call soliciting. If anybody have any information, blah, 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 step forward, call this number. Hell, I could have went myself. Yeah, he did this to me, and I ain't know that man from Adam.
Mm-hmm.
That's soliciting. And for anybody say we're gonna script back on Tim. Yes, it's cool. You know, you're concerned about your daughter, but you did what you did. And you also saying you know you're putting the weight on the Clarys, but you still never said anything about your part of the play. Yes, you say, yeah, we support it, but yeah, okay. Kudos to you. You admitted you supported Angelo. Okay. But still, no one heard you say, well, I had not heard him say, well, yeah, I did this here. I said that. You in bed, and many times you done spent other time sitting talking about R. Kelly. The last video I seen, he was in bed telling his old lady to chill out in a sense. He doing a live. Man, you should have been smashing your old lady and making her feel good and get wet at that time of damn morning, 12 o'clock at night. But no, you want to talk about R. Kelly, about a damn polygraph test, a lie detector test. Oh, you a damn fool. Shit, yeah. Man, you should have been had your lady on her back with her legs in the air, like Clarence Carter say. Well, you talking about a damn R. Kelly.
Yeah.
You obsessed with dude. And the main thing, you know, excuse me if I'm getting out of term here, because I don't, you know, some people don't want to have other bloggers or vloggers on they, you know, mentioned on their site, but Choke. And I've been checking him out.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, you can gather a lot of information, you know, just because hey, I like to keep my mouth shut, my ears open. And like you're saying, okay, the parents did this, the parents did that. But afterwards, after Azriel found out that R. Kelly was calling Joycelyn Cookie and found out about the money, that's when they say flip the script. I ain't gonna say flip the script. Mm-hmm. That puffy-eyed heifer, she's very, very controlling. And she's a very manipulating person. So
But hold on, Ray. So is it safe to say that this agenda that is now coming to light was already possibly in the making, right? And then somewhere her heart took a turn. Now I'm going to tell the world that I'm with this man. This is my man. But then now that I find out about whatever text message or whatever that had came out and upset her, caused her to flip. Is it safe to say that maybe that was all a game, that she never really was in tune with Kelly like that? Because I mean, I'm saying that to say this, if you have had this agenda back here in 2015, who's to say that that had ever went away? Who's to say?
That's a hard question, because for the fact is, you see a snake, it may not strike right then.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see that snake and you keep on moving and don't want to disturb the snake, and that snake see you at a distance and you're not disturbing him. But as you walk by, that snake strike at you. So with her, and because she's manipulative now, she's very controlling, and she have a smart ass mouth. Because you look at them text messages, it tells she's a very honorary young lady.
Mm-hmm.
And when you talking about slapping your grandma, what that tell you? You telling your mom you gonna slap your grandma?
Mm-hmm.
What that tell you? She's very disrespectful. And anything she can see that's gonna benefit her, even if she has to play the game, she gonna play that game, but she gonna make damn sure whatever she trying to get, she gonna get it. Mm-hmm. And if she can, she gonna get an ALL with a capital A.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no shortcutting by her. That girl got game. Her mama taught her the game, and once she seen how to get the game, she kept the game going, and she cut mama them off.
She controlled. She started to, Ray. She started to control the game with that whole attempt suicide thing. That was right there where she started, in my opinion, her control over her parents. She now got them feeding right where she wanted them to be when she.
Because mama said she should have whooped that ass a long time ago, but she didn't do it because of her looks. Mm-hmm. You know, people, they have assumption to cripple themselves of knowledge, but they rather speak out instead of doing search themselves. Like yourself, you have transcripts, you know, of the phone records. Okay, if I've never seen one of searching of my own, okay, hear me out, and anybody else listening, if I've never bought a transcript or anything in my life, but I go to different panels and listen, because I do, because anything somebody talking worth listening to, I like to listen. Now, with what you have, other bloggers have, of this type of information you have on your screen, that's proof and pudding. As long as I go on with just what you have here and not changing the narrative or nothing, I'm speaking the truth. Even if I didn't go get it and it was mailed to me, Xerox to me, I'm still telling the truth. Mm-hmm. And that's something a lot of people failing to realize. Hey, proof is in the pudding. You can't change the truth. Only thing you can do is just keep lying to try to cover the truth, but the truth steady coming out. Because when you tell one lie, you got to tell another lie to cover that lie. Mm-hmm. So it's real. But none of them thought that this was going to come out. See, they didn't feel it's going to get hectic like this. Now everybody pointing a finger, because if you go back, like I say, before Tim did the video, he did several before that. He was sitting in the car and he was talking smack about Angelo.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, but hey, bro, you just as part of the damn problem because you were right along with him. Plus, you were supporting him. Now, if you'd have did your work and stopped being so cranked up, because he's a camera lover. He loved to be in front of them cameras. Shit.
Mhm.
You know, he gonna always be in his suit and wanna be here and there. You clouting, bro. Because the time that you been taking time to do these videos, if you was that deep in looking for your daughter, you'd be looking for her, not some damn video. You spending the wrong time on the time that you in front of camera when you ought to be putting out flyers and making calls to different police departments and things. But hey, bro, your daughter's grown. She grown. Because the fact.
Why do you think, Ray, as a man, that he sits there very comfortably now that the text messages are out to do more finger pointing to Angelo instead of including both of them at the same damn time? Why just Angelo? I think that he should be implementing himself as well as he points that finger.
Because his mindset ain't there. Hell, it's the same thing. You have a brother and sister, and the cookie steady coming out the jar missing, knowing damn well you eating them cookies, but you still gonna blame your brothers and your sister. So that's my point is about him. It would, and this is something that hit my mind today, and I swear for God. I said, if he would just come on out and admit he was part of the issue, then down the line, less people won't be grinding on his ass.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as he started trying to cover up the hole, which is pointing at Angelo, and not addressing himself that he was part of the issue, he's still digging a hole for himself because just like you asked, well, what do you think? Why is he this? Well, he don't want to uncover the hole. Just go and admit you was part of the issue and you went for as you should have, and you didn't do what you're supposed to do. You shouldn't even got into the shit. Your daughter was grown.
He took this story to BuzzFeed, what's his name? Derogatis. Why not take the story right here back to Derogatis? Go and take this.
He was dealing with a crook. He was dealing with a crook. And see,
I understand that. He can go there and say, I need to make this right. I need to make this right. Not to the YouTube people who we all, well, I am under the presumption that has been in some particular type of group aspect of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are these people going to do? Go take it to the people who you shared light to. Screw this man life up. Go fix it.
Go fix it. To a bigger platform. Mm-hmm. And go to someone as a news media or something like that. You done been in all the conference. Go to them again.
Well, Gayle King wouldn't take this because this would be too embarrassing, and her publishers would not. They would not let her change the story up. And then they would increase her annual to $5 million.
Well, it's one thing about it. Somebody will, and if you that deeply, truly serious in your heart to do the right thing, you will be a scholar. You'll keep searching and searching and searching until you find someone to let you get your story out. And that way you can have peace. Huh?
You're right. It will make whole. It will make whole probably with him and his daughter. If you go and do the right thing, you have to make whole on a situation, not make half. Not come out here and point the finger, oh, it's just Angelo and Angelo and Angelo, and leave his admittance off of what him and Joycelyn prepared to do as well to Mr. Cali. And that was bring forth a lot of people to push out a bunch of lies on Mr. Cali, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Because in order for it to be peace, you have to be with peace in yourself and make peace with the people. You know, because it don't take number one word to spread like cancer.
Mhm.
And we already see it's millions, not thousands, it's millions and billions and trillions of people have the narrative so twisted. And I'm gonna tell you one thing, what they really hating on R. Kelly about.
Mhm.
I'm gonna just be straight up. It's not all about Aaliyah. You know, and this is something been going on. I'm 62, gonna be 63 this year. And it's been older men with younger women for decades. Way before my time, a lot of parents had gotten married 13, 14, 15 years old.
Mhm.
And I'm going to say this, what you may like and may not like, what you may do and may not do, doesn't mean everybody else have to like what you like and do or don't do what you do. Anything you do, I do, that's wrong, we have to pay for that at Judgment Day. It's not for anybody else to judge us at all. And just because R. Kelly like younger women, that's his preference. It's not against the law because the law wrote it and put it in the book.
Mhm.
As long as he's not going beyond what he's supposed to go, he ain't breaking the law.
Mhm.
And Azriel was 17, and R. Kelly never was really even in the hotels. He moving around. He was in a different room. He ain't touched that girl when she was 17.
But he sure wasn't, what, 54 either. He
Exactly.
wasn't that old. Wasn't old.
But the thing is, see, as long as he didn't touch her when she was 17, it wasn't no law broke. When she got 18, they can bump and grind all they want.
Mhm.
But it wasn't nothing but a money thing. The Clarys, they wanted to push the daughter for a career, if they allegedly what they say. She fell in love with R. Kelly. She wanted to be just like the rest of them, be number one, which she found out she wasn't number one. She was liking that money. So mama pimped her game. She found the game. She cut mama and them off. So mama and them wasn't getting no money like this other one was sending money to her parents. So they say, well, hell with this. We finna come up with something. And that's when the shit hit the fan.
Mhm.
And when she found out that Chaos was calling Azriel, Joycelyn Cookie and about the money that was behind the couch, she didn't like that. That heifer
Okay,
boy.
let's talk about that for one quick sec. Wasn't she doing a birthday celebration with Joy?
Yes,
Wasn't she driving that little red boogie car for Spike, whatever it is, Spike with Joy?
that
Wasn't she
spider or
walking
whatever it is.
down and back and forth up in the courtroom with Joy? So
Yeah.
why did it become a problem? Why did it become a problem? What? Oh, she was under the impression, or was she told that, well, Mr. Kelly, he told her specifically that he was going to be dumping her, and that's where, if you remember the video where she was on the phone with the agent standing behind her, and she kept saying, "You lied to me, you lied to me." Is that what you think? Is that what she was speaking about? She's
Yes.
waiting on her moment for Mr. Kelly to get rid of Joy.
Yeah, she wanted to get rid of Joy. And see what happened, Chaos had it set up for both of them. One comes at a certain amount of times, and then the other one would come at a certain amount of time. But
Mhm.
by Azriel being so self-centered, she wants to be the center of the attention. So she wanted Chaos to get rid of Joycelyn. Kels wasn't going for that because Kels seen something different between the both. And I'm gonna tell you, as a man, I've had numerous of women, but I got smart. I had them on different sides of town.
Hey, different area codes.
You know, because I tried that 2 or 3 on one side of town, and that didn't play out too well for me. So I had to switch the narrative.
Right? That's a
Yeah.
short feeling.
So I had to do it on a different side of town. You know, but the thing is, all of them wanted to be number one. All of them was jealous. Now I'm gonna tell you like this: out of all them females, right? Then who pops them a hit? Aaliyah.
Yeah, Aaliyah with Sparkle had a hit.
Okay, Aaliyah popped a hit.
Now, appreciative.
Everybody else pushing and shoving and running each other over, wanting to have a spot, trying to do this and walk this way and shake this here to get attention. But with Kels being professional as he is, the shit gotta be right before I can do anything. We ain't gonna just cut no goddamn music. Your shit gotta be precise from my perspective before I would do anything. And like he say, like Sparkle, she had to sit her ass on that couch for some time. You know, we gonna dig into this work. We gonna eat pizza, we gonna eat bologna sandwiches or whatever, you know. We finna get some work in. See, they wanted him to just throw anything, you know, this ain't no commodity pot. You're gonna put some crab in here, then you're gonna put some sauces in the pot. Hey, what you got, Joe? All right, man, yeah, put that chicken leg in there, Joe. This is what Kels was into wasn't a commodity pot. That was a career thing. If your jams ain't worth the shit, or some of it is good, well, hey, I'm gonna put my twist in there. Next thing you know, it's popping. You know, you don't just throw shit together and thinking it's gonna be okay. No, this ain't no Russian thing because this is a money-making thing. But once they done seen another thing, when they seen that Kels was illiterate, that's when the doors start opening. And bad as I hate to say it, people that Kels had in the sector seen what was going on. They seen that they can make a lick too. So people come, say this and that and other, get paid off, and they get them a gap off of it. You know what I mean? It was so much devil dirt done around this man, and with his illiteracy and always in the studio and his love was basketball. So I got all these people handling my business, so I ain't worrying about nothing, but that was a bad move. But if you don't know, so how would you know it's a good move or not?
Correct.
So, but yeah, it wasn't nothing but a bunch of people coming, jumping on a bandwagon, and a lot of people see that they had a free ATM card.
Yeah, well, out here on YouTube, I promise you, I was over here like, who are you? Where you come from? Who is it? Like, do you ever think like, where all these people come from? Who are these people? But somehow they came together to do this story a tad bit different than how you and I and a lot of other people, we just come out to discuss it. I'm like, how did all of these people become so involved, so in debt, so embedded of like they really know this man, or this is a crazy situation. I never seen nothing like this, but I understand the love that people have as a supporter or a fan, but this is kind of different for me, Ray. Like what? Or maybe I'm just used to looking at maybe how the white fans are towards their celebrities, but not, I've never seen like this with the Black celebrity. Maybe that's what it is. Like, it's weird.
You
So
know,
I don't know, but let me ask you this as well. We got about five more minutes and I gotta go take care of something. But what do you think the outcome, according to the law, working for Mr. Kelly and Bonjean, what do you see will be working in his favor for either a another trial or rescinded and
vindicated,
expunged? Yeah, vindicating
vindicated
him.
or
What?
new trial?
Yes. What do you see?
Well, I pray and hope it's a positive outcome, but I truly believe that it would be a great outcome. But you know, it's always a but in there.
It is.
And that but is, with all this out, all this information, and it's been so many laws broken, so many violations of constitutional rights, so many illegal this done, that done. You know, anyone that's hold behind the law, okay, and that's the purpose of this appeal. And then they also have a Supreme, going to the Supreme Court if it comes to that, right? But back to what you asking, I think it's, you know, it's a good standing chance he walked, because that's the purpose of the appeal courts. When other judges overlook or have their own opinion, because judges not gonna, you know, say, they may say some things, but they ain't gonna really get deep for it. Well, she shouldn't have did that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nah.
Then they don't. What they do is rectify the situation. They don't call out, you know, the attorney. I mean the judge. They won't do that. They'll make it right.
Yeah, because like that old Dutch fort, what I call him, old sleepy over there in Chicago, which, you know, he was trying, he had to be fair about the situation, because I always say this. No matter how much wrong a person want to do, God can come in your life and do the right thing, regardless. If you dislike a black person, if you dislike this person himself, because you look at the difference, how Sleepy did Larry Hoover. He gave Larry Hoover a long ass sentence. Okay, but old Sleepy, he was pretty light with R. Kelly. That's what I call Lynn Weber. I call him Sleepy because he sleeps on the bench.
Yeah. Well, I didn't, you know, I can appreciate him leaving the door open so that Bonjean can have her fair fight for miscarriages of justice, you know, and I think that that's what he did, you know. There's probably, you know, a word that got into him that, you know, you got to do this. This is how we running this, and he stuck to some of that. But then at the same time, you got to think about as a person who has, you know, a bit of humanity left in them, and at his age, I'm pretty sure he's asking himself, like, is this something that I want to live with? Do I really want to be embedded in this to do something that I shouldn't do? So I'll leave the door open a little, you know, for Bonjean to do what she do, so I don't have to live with the totality of the wrong decision that I might be pressured to make from other sources. You know what I mean? That's something that he would have had to live with, and nobody wants to live with that. So I think, in my opinion, that's why he kind of ran that court that way with Mr. Kelly. He'd have to live with that. Nobody wants to die with something of that type of burden to do absolutely wrong against a person. R. Kelly was done wrong when they refused a bond, you know. So that's just my you know, opinion on that.
Well, you're right, because it's some people that just don't care. It's like some people can do something, know it's wrong, instead of them just going and making it right,
Yeah.
they'll carry it to their grave.
Donnelly, to me, her perception of what I perceived is that because she sits on that level of the court system, like she doesn't have to answer to anybody, she's going to be deemed, or whatever. But when you think about Lennon Weber, right, he's like, oh, I'm just down here at this little, what is I'm trying to think, district down there, right? Oh, Chicago, I'm just a little ant down here. So I think that he protected himself from not having a bunch of ridicule other people coming at his head in a certain type of way. Donnelly, she up there like, you gonna smell my shit, and it is what it is.
But
That's
he
how I
was
look at it.
pressured though. He was
Yeah.
pressured. He was pressured. That's why he gave a timeline, which they went over a little bit that timeline, but he was pressured to get that case over with. Oh yeah, because it had another high profile case was supposed to been coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was pressured to get that case over. That's why he wasn't jacking around, but you know he was pretty fair. I had to give him credit, but
I just didn't
he was
like the rush. It was like, let's get this over. Let's get this over with. Let's get this over with. I was like, oh,
yeah, but he, like I
take
say,
your
he was
time with
pressured.
this. Yeah, take your
But
time.
but I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna let you go. Like the New York case, R. Kelly was guilty before he even stepped in that, before he even seen Judge Ann Dunley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because for one, she's in a women's group.
Yeah.
Okay.
We know what group that is, but carry on.
Okay, so hey, don't hold him or nothing. Just let him. Just go over there and lay your head on that chopping block and clock off with the head, right? Because he was guilty before he even walked in her courtroom.
Exactly.
For one. Two, it was too much that woman just let go because she didn't want to hear no type of truth. She didn't want to hear nothing. And most of Bonjean motions was denied.
Yeah.
She didn't show no interest, and then had the nerve to I seen an interview of her one time talking, well, I just like to try to go with things to make sure I'm making the right decision. You sure in the hell didn't make no right decision with R. Kelly, because with all these people, if these people, them people, for one, a pair of lips ain't nothing for a lie to come out of. Okay, now you know what this man is in here for. For number one, if anybody have seen any or heard anything about any one of them clown documentaries, what I call the clown documentaries, a person could tell you, Pap, Pap. They tell you, yeah, but go behind your back and do something different.
I'm different. You got that right. You right about that. Yeah.
So them people shouldn't even been on a jury that seen that clown documentary show. Two, it should have been way more investigation, because I don't even think Judge Anne Marie Dunley did anything to, because if you see this stuff what these people done, why in the hell does all these people got immunity? Because they fucking criminals.
Yeah, pretty much.
They are criminals. And then you talking about all this, okay, you steal from somebody. That's against the law. Then Lisa Van Allen with her old mugshot, jewelry stealing ass. She pimps herself because she likes to be pimped.
250,000.
If I'm gonna snatch something and I'm gonna give me a grip, hell, I ain't finna share with no nigga. She gonna steal shit and gonna mail it to Keith You're a damn fool. You like some of them old women that used to work the street that like pimps. You like being pimped. You steal from this man, then you're gonna
All
extort
right,
him.
Ray, let's end this right here. Please come
All
back
right.
because I'll be back and we're gonna go over some more of these. Well, we're gonna start the text messages, but I enjoyed you. So make sure you
Yes, ma'am.
come back for a second round so you and I can dive right back into this. The chat room enjoyed your conversation. They got some hearts going on for you in there. And I appreciated that you showed up today to converse with me here on the One Papoose Show. So make sure you come back. But I gotta make a run.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Have a great, blessed day.
Ray. I don't know if he hears me, y'all. Ray.
Yes.
You didn't get your notification. Well, guess what? I got to go.
Okay.
I'd like to thank Ray for joining the panel, but I got something to take care of right now, and I will see you guys back probably tonight. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Lady G, for stopping by. Hey, Yellow. Hey, Chef, everybody in the chat, Lady Sunshine. I thank you guys. Lady Diva, you gotta have to get that. You're gonna have to get that notification back. Thank you, Harlem. All my mods. I appreciate you guys once again, but I gotta get up out here. If it's what you want, I'm gonna give it to you. Yeah, promise, I'm gonna give it to you. Love, 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 love. Love, 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 love. Love, 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 love. Feel it, baby, stress is all around us. These high ceilings, and I need it, baby. Pressure and make diamonds, I won't steal it, baby. Solid, baby, hurts to see you crying, know you trying, ain't no lying, baby. When I say I need you, greedy if I have to share you. It was me that all along did you wrong, thinking that I made you beautiful and strong. This toxicity, the death of me, I feel the day you gone. The most beautiful girl I've ever known. I'll find a way to treat you better. I swear, no one else be like you. You teach me to be better. My talk is cheap, keep asking what I do. I'll fly you to the moon and hope I'll see you soon. I found a way to treat you better. No problem, I'll do whatever. Let her know, I gotta let her know that she my white horse, she my medical. She like my baby mama, know how to take care of me. Get my baby flowers, you gon' regret every day. So I let her know, I gotta let her know. Get through the front door, I'll be ready for her. And if it's what you want, I'ma give it to you. Yeah, promise, I'ma give it to you.